Good morning. All right, today is Thursday, May 7th, and we're got a kind of a lot to do today. Let's see. I'm looking at my list, just like you have on yours. So today on Thursday, it says in reading, we're going to read a little story called March On. Now, I've got to tell you one thing about this text that we're getting ready to read. Your packet is missing 2 pages. So I will go over the whole text with you. So when you get to the questions that you need to answer today, you might need to rewind our video and go back and listen again because you don't have 1 page of the text. Don't forget, in grammar, you have a pronoun sheet that you're going to complete. Keep practicing your spelling words. You have a spelling test tomorrow and a reading test tomorrow. Practice those high frequency words. In your turn book, this one, you are going to do page 279 and 280. And in your math book today, you're going to be doing page 329 and 331. So you're going to be adding multiples of 10 today. And remember, you're going to be counting by tens. So just a little reminder there when you get to those videos. Okay, so today I want you to turn inside your packet to the story March On. Let me grab the video. I know that was kind of up into my face, wasn't it? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and, this camera's not sitting still for me today. There we go. All right, so today, notice that our genre is nonfiction. That means that I'm gonna be looking for photographs and captions. The author wrote this text to provide us information. So be listening for that information.
March on. How can people make their lives better? One way is to work together. 100 years ago, women in America were not allowed to vote. That meant they could not pick their leaders or help decide on laws and rules. 100 years ago, only men could vote. Many women and men did not think this was fair, so they got together to protest. They marched and made speeches. They carried picket signs. People listened. In 1920, women got the right to vote. Women got the right to vote in 1920.
For many years, Black people in our country did not have the same rights as other people. Some businesses would not hire Black people. Some stores would not let Black people shop, and some schools would not let Black children in. In some places, Black and white people could not eat lunch together.
Many people did not think this was fair, so they got together and marched. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. made speeches. He said all people should have the same rights. People listened. Laws were passed that said all people must be treated equally. People from all over came to support equal rights.
These are the pages that you're missing, so these are the ones you need to pay attention to.
In the 1960s, people all over the country got together to help farm workers. Many of these workers came to this country to pick crops, but they did not get much money. They did not have good places to live or schools for their children. Caption: Farm workers picked crops for very little money. People worked together to change this. Leaders like Cesar Chavez organized the workers. People all over the country marched with them. The farmers listened. They gave the workers more pay and better homes. It is possible to improve our lives if we work together. Cesar Chavez organized farm workers to fight for better lives.
Okay, I'm going to cover my screen up right now, and I'm going to put the paper that you need to do today right up here. It's called March On. I'm going to read the questions. Remember that you don't have those last 2 pages, so if you need to rewind and listen to the video as a good reader, that would be just like going back into the text for your answers. Number 1 says, what is one way that people can make their lives better? So stop and think about that. Number 2, how were women treated differently 100 years ago? Number 3, how did Martin Luther King Jr. help change the laws? We learned a lot about Martin Luther King, so stop and remember what we learned about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Number 4, what is one way you can improve your life by working together? And the very last question, number 5, how are the people in March On like the animals in Click Clack Moo, cows that type? All right, so today that's all you have to do. Don't forget to get on Lexia, Redbird, and your Wonders account if you would like. Toodles.